Hello and welcome to my video. I'm going to talk today about AV, the alternative voting, and the vote that will be taking place to decide whether we are actually going to have that on the 5th of May. You go to your polling station and you vote yes or no for the referendum for it. Now I'm here just not to say vote for this or vote yes or vote no. I'm just here to try and make you understand what you're actually voting for, and give you the pros and cons of it, and then maybe add my own little what I would prefer to have as a voting system at the end. So we'll move on to No to AV. So the No to AV campaign is going on a lot about costs mainly. The price is like 250 million or something like that, and it's a little ridiculous. It's been confirmed by multiple people that they're not going to have that much cost, and it's actually just going to be an entire lie. So it seems a little desperate move by David Cameron and the Tories to try and reduce the votes. So they still reckon that people are going to vote no, mostly anyway. It will cost more than the current system, first past the post, but it won't be as much as they say. That's the main thing to remember. AV system is a lot more complicated though than first past the post, and it will probably take a bit more time to count up and everything. Okay, that's pretty much all I have on the cons for AV. So moving on to yes to AV. So one of the arguments, the arguments put forward by No to AV are actually quite laughable. I mean, some of the videos that they actually have, especially on the YouTube channel official No to AV campaign, it actually just makes me want to just vote yes, because it's just so bad. The arguments they put forward are just so terrible that I don't know what on earth they were thinking when they made them. Okay, another pro of AV is that it's a lot more democratic than first past the post, and it's also a lot more relevant in modern day society, where we have a lot more political parties than beforehand, when the first past the post was introduced. Another thing you have to consider when you're voting is that both Labour and the Conservative parties have this AV method of voting choice for voting their leaders. So David Cameron actually got to lead of the Conservative Party and then became Prime Minister through AV. So it's actually quite hypocritical that they actually are campaigning against AV to have in this country. Another positive of AV is it reduces tactical voting. It means that you can actually vote for who you actually want in power, and then vote for who is your less damaging candidate, so as to say. Yeah, because currently, the first past the post system, most people vote to keep out. So say they'll vote Labour to keep the Conservatives out, or they'll vote Conservatives to keep the Labour out. But with AV, you're going to have a lot more voting to put into power, which is what is actually more democratic. Also, a lie by the No to AV campaign is that it's going to put a lot more coalitions and weak governments into power. But this actually won't happen. It's statistically proven that it's very unlikely to have a coalition, much like first past the post. It's only PR, proportional representation, where you're likely to get coalition parties. Okay, moving on to my own personal preference. Mine's kind of like AV. I don't know if this actually exists as a voting system, if someone else has thought of it, but here it is, how I see it. Well, you have a number of candidates, and you vote, you put them in choice of what you want to vote for. I think that's right. You put them in order for what you want to vote. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candidates. You rank them as you would with AV. But the difference here is that each choice represents a vote, but it's proportional to the vote, the choice that you've chosen. So for your first choice, that will equal 1 vote. For your second choice, that will equal 0.5 votes. For your third choice, that will equal 0.25 votes, and then so on and so forth, and it will keep halving as you move further down in the choices that you've made. I believe this is a lot better because it's more democratic than first past the post, yet it's much more simple and easier to do than AV. Also, this also stops lots of criticisms that the person who has the third largest amount of votes could potentially win, because this means that the person who gets the majority of votes has a much higher chance of winning, yet at the same time it's a lot more democratic, because everyone gets to rank their candidates in order of preference, and it makes much more of an impact, so it still reduces tactical voting, which is what the main problem about first past the post is, and why they want to introduce AV. I hope this cleared up something. It's kind of been a little confusing, I know, but oh well. Hopefully you've actually understood this. I don't think many people will be watching this video, and not many people from Britain will be watching this either. But if you are from Britain and you are going to vote on the 5th of May, just bear this in mind when you take up the ballot. Okay, thank you.